Ai meu Deus! Bem-vindo a todos, bem-vindo galera, bem-vindo gente, bem-vindo ao Grande Prêmio do Brasil aqui no coração de São Paulo, no Interlagos. Hello everyone and welcome. That Portuguese was I'm here for it front row. Matt, welcome to Brazil. We're going to get straight into it. Best track on the calendar, favourite country on the calendar, inject it, I'm here for it. Matt, welcome to Brazil. Plack is on pole position, and so that's in P3. How are we feeling ahead of Brazil? Final race of the season. Let's end it on a high. How are we feeling ahead of this season finale here in Sao Paulo?
Obviously, Brazil, we always get some good races around Brazil, and with a full lobby, you always can expect a lot of racing. So I'm hoping that for today.
Yes, obviously full-man lobby. We were a little bit scared that we weren't going to get the turnout that we wanted, but drivers have turned up for this Grand Prix. They're on full fire. Black's on full fire, 106.6 at the moment, but Mark Souza on P2 there. Zero at P3, as I said. Marcos up there as well. Joey as well, Matt. So obviously Kevin, Matt, is the championship winner, the champion. What did you make of Kevin's season as we enter the final stage of the session? It was it was just a great season for him.
Oh, sorry, who was that?
Kevin's champion.
Kevin champion. Obviously, I think he's just had the overall best season. I think just consistency and just getting the results in. Really, obviously, I think obviously it's been hurt by. Obviously incidents and there's people not quite turning up quite every time and will not quite delivering the results every race. I think Kevin's just kind of kept that consistency, and I think because he hasn't actually run that many races this season, I don't think Kevin has, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's won a few.
Yeah, he missed a few, yes. But Matt, we do have a championship on our hands here. We do have a championship. Haas, if I believe, are 1 point ahead of Mercedes here in Brazil. So we are on for a championship battle for the constructors, Matt. Haas are 1 point ahead of Mercedes. Tonight, both Mercedes and both Haas drivers are racing. So and SK, and then you've got Kevin and Danny. So these Mercedes have really got to pull themselves out of this bad spots in P11 and P18. Haas are up P10 and P3. But Matt, this grid tonight, again, very competitive. So I'm really here. I'm really excited. As Kevin, the championship, the winner, the champion, starts his lap here at his home race. So if you want to take us through, Matt, of a lap of Sao Paulo.
Yeah, so who are looking on?
Kevin
Kevin behind him. Where is Kevin, by the way? It's down P11.
P11.
Yeah, he's coming through the right-hander,
Come
which
on,
is
Matt,
just clips grass on the outside. Clips grass on the outside just before turns 6 and 7. It's going to hurt his corner feeder for turn 8 and 9. Lots of curb at turn 9. Really trying to use all the track available to him. Just just rake as straight as possible here into this tight right-hander. It's very difficult on traction. It's quite bumpy. Get back to the right-hand side of the circuit to open up this left-hander to minimise drag through the corner. And this corner is always very tough at Jung Chao.
Oh,
I can't say it. DRS enabled and he's back
Kevin's
down.
coming in the pits. Yeah, he's messed up that lap there. Oliveira goes P12 on a 107.1. But yeah, Kevin won't be happy with that 7 dead. Won't be happy with that at all. Ultra, let's see what he's going to do. He backs off his laps. I think he's going to go for another one, or that's his session over. Danny's out! Danny span! That's karma for Danny. Danny has spun out of qualified for Portuguese, for the Brazilian Sao Paulo GP here. Danny is off the circuit on the right-hand side, and he's absolutely fucked. The left-hand side, he's fucked that. He has fucked that completely. Danny, P19 for the
There's a lot of crash going on. I think an Alfa Romeo just crashed as well, just ahead of Danny.
You've really got, it's Moises. Moises is out as well. We'll be seeing him in action again tomorrow for Tier 2.
Like 3 crashes within about half a sector. One's retired. Unless he's just retired himself. I'm not sure now. I think she's gone straight onto the barriers.
Well, there you go. That is that then. Bell's on a lap. He's up. see what he's going to do.
Yeah, Joey's also up as well. He's half a tenth through coming round down the
Bell's
a lot of
exceeded.
slipstream from his Red Bull.
Bell's exceeded it. And
Joey
he's have to
has got
slipstream.
some. Joey's got some dirty slipstream on his Red Bull here. He's got third place, 2/10 improved. I'm not sure who that was in front of me. I think it's Semi-K. Giving him plenty of slipstream. Now Semi-K is going to go on and do his lap now.
The session's up. No, he's. Huh? The session's over, isn't it? Ultra needs to cross the line, and then we're done.
It's Kieran hasn't crossed the line yet.
Oh, that's not very good, is it? Don't come in the pit.
He didn't think he would want to go out, Marder, because that was extra wear on his tyres.
Well, anyway, that is it then. That is the qualifying over for the final round of Season 20. Decent qualifying session there, Matt, I must say. A lot of drivers looking very quick, very competitive around this circuit. Top four spaced out by 86 hundredths of a second there. But Mark Souza will get pole position for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. Second is STB Serra. Third is Joey. Matt, great stuff that you got him in. Great recruit there in him. Fourth is FRA Placky. He'll be having I think he'll have a good little battle tonight, Matt. Looks like there are drivers that could well be quicker than him tonight. Fifth is Kieran. Sixth is Marcos. Seventh is Rev. Eighth is Sam. Ninth is the player. 10th is Bell, however you say that. 11th is SK. 12th, Kevin. Disappointment from him. 13th, Oliveira. 14th, Dilemma. 15th, Marik. 16th, Kata. 17th, Moises. 18th, Basil. 19th, Danny. And 20th, Ultra. I also had a message, Matt, from Mark Souza. Basically said he could have gone a bit quicker on his lap. He had a slide in the middle sector, so there is even more pace from him to come. But yeah, Matt, welcome here in Brazil. Just take us through what you've thought of this season and what we can expect. And I'm a little bit scared because the Red Bull had wet tyres on for a minute then. That was a bit weird. But yeah, Matt, what have you made of Season 20 in Tier 1?
Yep, well, I think it's been a mixed season. We've had some good races. We had some, obviously, I think a little bit more disappointing races. I think Tier 1's had some good battles throughout the year, but we've not been, I say, the best season I think we've had in STB, definitely for not even close, I don't think. But I think it's still a very good season nonetheless.
Yeah.
But
obviously,
I think
a Brazilian won the championship, so it is a very good.
That's what it matters for you, isn't it?
A very good season. Anyway, moving on. Not much strategy really around this circuit. I don't know why people have gone for the hard compound tyres, because that's not really you want to be going medium soft or soft medium. That's really the optimal strategy.
I'm not sure if the graph allows you to do it, but it is lap
15,
13 to 15, something like that.
Lap 15, lap 16, you want to box and then go on the mediums.
And then onto the mediums.
Or then you want to go 20 laps on medium. But surprisingly, Oliveira and Kevin, now they're obviously a Brazilian nationality. This is weird, because the next time that I see Brazil, this is the final Brazil race when I get seated in them grandstands to the right hand side of you right now, so that is going to be crazy. But anyway, Kevin and Oliveira both opted for a set of hard compound tyres, Matt. What do you think? That might be I don't know, that might be, I'm not sure, I'm not sure. Don't know if that's a good strategy for them. But, Matt, I am really looking forward to this race. Who's going to win, though, here in Brazil? Who's going to win the final race of the season?
Yeah, before that, Maverick and Danny have been an ultra or disqualified from the session, so, it's not a great start for them. They're starting with cold tyres. But, yeah, I am, well, if the Mark Souza, is it Souza?
Souza.
Mark Souza. So if he says he has more pace in qualifying, if he has the pace, I think he can drift away from this. But we can't look away from Placky though.
You can't look away from Serra as well. Serra is, piloto brasileiro.
I always thought he was quite inconsistent, because I think back in F1 2020 he wasn't exactly that quick. Serra was.
Yeah, well, you know, this is just the track for the ultimate track for Brazilian
Yeah,
driver.
it is Brazilian, so that completely changes the whole factor of it.
This is just an insane race. But Matt, who is going to win? Who's going to win? Did you say Sousa? Is it someone different?
Oh, sorry.
Is Sousa going to win?
I'm gonna. As I said, I think Mark Sousa is gonna.
Well,
I think gonna win this.
You know what? I reckon Marcos is going to win this. I'm putting my faith in the Spanish.
Didn't he win last week?
He won in Mexico by quite a margin, so I'm actually going to go for Marcos.
I think most of it was penalties.
He's got good race pace. He's got really good race pace. But anyway, we are giving up then for the final round of season 20, Matt. Here we go for the Sao Paulo GP Interlagos. Here we go. Look at this. 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights. I'm hyped for this. 4 lights, 5 lights for the Brazilian Grand Prix live from Sao Paulo. Lights and away they go. Great start there from Mark Sousa, but Serrat's had a great launch off the start. He's going to get into turn 1 into Estos Senna. It's going to be Mark Sousa versus Serrat. All around the outside. Serrat takes the lead of the Brazilian Grand Prix. He leads in Brazil. His home race. The crowd go absolutely wild. Now we've got Marcos on the back of Plaki. Oh, I can't breathe already. This is going to be crazy. Kieran's getting involved, Matt, down the back of the field. He's in AI mode. He's gone for a little rest as the race gets going. And you've got the Williams going side by side. That's Dilemma. And Oliveira going side by side. Oliveira losing position left, right, centre. Basu down at the grid here. We've got Basu getting hit by Kata. And it looks like there's been a little bit of contact down here. We have Caterpillar versus Marcos here, Matt. I did say Marcos is going to have a good start. He's done that. He's up in a P5 now.
Oh, lots of pushing between the McLaren and Aston Martin here, and in the top 6 here, I think it is.
Yeah, side by side.
And the McLaren's ghosted.
Marcos has got the overtake done.
Just mentioning it was 3 wide to turn 2. Oh, Alpine had lost it then. But I'm going to say there was 3 wide to turn 2.
That's Kieran getting involved there. So very good stuff as Sem's now going to get on the back of Ben as they come. I'm trying to think what the corner's called. So be the boxes. Rev Capital then round the outside of Marcos side by side. Been battling for around a lap and a half now, pretty much. And it's going to be action as they go down into Cover de Lago. Here we go. We've got Sem now. Sem's going to try and defend that position from SK. Going to try and get on the back of Bao now. This is action. But Matt, we've got the Aston Martin off the circuit, and Kieran's all around the outside. All around the outside there. I think that's Galangia, and he's got the position up in the P6 there. That's a great move from the Alpine. Looking very feisty, Matt, at the start of this race. Kieran is up in the P6.
Yeah, I've got Serrat currently leading the way. Mark Sousa's dropped down into P3. Plaki, like I said, Plaki, I wasn't surprised if he got his way through, and Plaki's up to P2, he's getting 2 places out of that. Joey's also lost 2 places out of this, so I'll place anyway at least. So
great
Mark
stuff.
and Joe looking to have to fight back.
I'm here for this.
Oh, side by side, the players want to overtake SK here.
Yeah, there you go. Up the inside. Gets that move done on a set of mediums SK. So he's going to be a little bit slower in this part of the race.
Yeah, it's now enabled, so
yeah, the player's going to dip to the inside line. Both of these are friends, I believe. They're going to have a lot of respect for each other on the circuit, and that is it. Player up into P10. Next up is Sem.
SK's on the medium, so he is going to be a little bit slower in his start of the stint.
Apparently, Ultra's been disqualified from the session. That's a bit weird, and Sem's had a big moment there out of that corner.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Kevin's on there. I've got Kevin on the hards and Oliveira on the hards. I think they're just doing this just so they have a bit extra life towards the end of the stint, because I don't think they'll lose too much time on these hards. So if they can stretch it out and then have better pace towards the end, I think this is the reason why they've gone on them. It's just to give their tires a bit extra life.
Oh, Oliveira's looking very.
Yeah, I think he must have the spin.
Right, here we go, Matt. So we've got Plaki, Serrat, Mark, and Joey all in 2 to 4 tenths of each other. Plaki's going to move to the inside line. And there you go. Plaki takes the lead off the Brazilian, the Sao Paulo GP. Serrat might now be dropping lap time now. He's going to use that DRS.
Bit of swabbing going up back here with Kieran, Marcos and Caterpillar and Billa Rofux.
Yeah, Bell's getting involved as well.
MK
You've got
is
Marcos
just
getting involved.
hanging back on this as well.
Come on, Marcos. I want you to win this race.
But we've got Kieran, who is flashing, his red light's flashing. He's low on ERS here. He's used a lot of up compared to everyone else around him. So he's got to watch out for that. He's going to get vulnerable later on.
Who's that? Sorry, Kieran.
Yeah, but low on ERS compared to everyone else. Just later red light was flashing going through the second sector there. Just gained some back through this very slow section. Obviously a lot of braking.
Yeah.
I think ERS I think the ERS does deplete quite quickly around here. If you do touch that, if you do use that overtake.
You do save quite a bit though in the middle sector. That's something that I'm
yeah, but I think if you do, it's tempting to use a lot around here and down the two straights, but it's not really worth.
Well, I'll tell you something. Surratt's getting involved now. He needs to have a good Estor Senna, which he doesn't.
From 5th to basically like 9th, it's like no, it's a tail.
Here we go. Kieran's in the. Here we go. Up the inside goes Kieran in his Alpine. Marcos is getting involved as well up the inside. We know what Rev can do all season, being very aggressive. They're pushing each other left, right, centre, and Bell's going to get involved as well. Rev's up the inside. He's going to give Tristan SK vibes from last season.
Oh!
And Marcos is off the circuit.
Marcos off the track.
Rejoins, going to have the player, his teammate, side by side with him as well. As it stands at the moment, Haas will be the Constructors' Champions this season.
Oh, because of Sir right here.
Yeah. So Kevin and Danny need to make progress in this race.
Yeah, need to get that stick out of their arse and get themselves.
Yeah, they need to get it sorted because I mean, yeah. Alright, yeah, Matt, as you said, first to fourth on nose to tail. But Surratt looks to be struggling.
Well, I wasn't talking about night first to fourth. I was talking like 6 to 10.
Oh, was you? Well, to be honest, everyone's nose to tail. This is why we love Brazil. So many battles.
Well, you like it nose to tail, Melly, so yeah.
Yeah, well, only we you, eh? But anyway, Sam's coming around this corner now. He's going to be trying to get the move done on Ballard. And Marcos is out! Marcos has span on the exit there. He's nearly hit S-curve.
Stop saying he's out when he's quite clearly not.
Shut up, Matt. He's out of P11 and he's fucked that completely. He's out of the race. He's out of contention and he's down in P11.
Tyres. If he's going to try to do his one start on to about that 15, that's not how it's going to help his tyres.
And I said he was going to win as well.
Tyre wear.
I said he was going to. I'm fuming.
Welcome to the Melody curse.
Don't ask me to do any more predictions because it's just not going to work out, is it?
You say Sammy K's going to win, and he just.
Yeah, well, I didn't say Sem tonight, did I? Well, anyway, action. Here we go. Surratt is losing positions left, right, centre because now Mark Souza has got that move done. He's up into P2. Now he's going to try and get after Placky.
Yeah, I wonder if Surratt's struggling. I wonder if Surratt's struggling a bit more on tyre wear here.
But I'll tell you someone that's not struggling. He's Rev Caterpillar. He gets the move done into Cover de Largo. And he gets that move done up in a P5. These two have been battling the whole race. Rev and Kieran have been really coaching.
Oh, Kieran's got very close.
That's some Trish Nicky action going on there from last season.
And he hit the back of him. That breaks himself.
Bally's up the outside.
Oh, there's a touch of the Alpines out.
Yeah, the two Alpines are battling left, right, centre now. This is incredible racing between the two drivers here in Brazil. But Bell there can't get the move done. He couldn't capitalise on the mistake from Kieran there. He's going to have to stay behind for another lap. Marcos is going to be livid. Marcos is going to be fuming. There's been a spin. That's Battle is out of the Sao Paulo GP. He's not going to be said safety car has been deployed.
And Kevin's gone straight in.
Kevin is in the pits.
Well, he's already on the hards. I think that might be a soft to the end. Don't know, he's gone to mediums. But those mediums, unfortunately, I don't think will go to the end from this far out.
Safety car has been deployed. Oliveira is going to come in as well.
It's going to be a set of hards, surely. But Oliveira's also on a set of hards, so he's going to have to go on to a set. So yeah, I would just go softs from now on. Don't see why you can't. 12 laps, 11 laps on each tyre.
Well, he's on to a set of mediums.
Not 11 laps, sorry. like 15 laps on each tyre.
Moises, interesting. On a set of hards now. That's interesting. He's going to go to the end of the race.
Yeah, that's got to go to the end of the race for sure. Mediums can do at least. If mediums can do about 20, then why can't these hards do about 25, 26?
Basil, we'll see him back tomorrow for the Tier 2 race in Brazil.
Yeah, but there's 29 laps to go. No, because you got to count this lap as well.
Yeah, Matt. Okay, well.
But you take 28 when across the line. That's I think probably enough to do two. I think you could do two soft runs, but the thing is, some people might not have two
Rev's in the pits.
Softs,
Everyone's in the pits apart from
Marcos
Joey and Bell.
SK stayed out on its mediums, but the medium runners will stay out to get track position here.
Let's see. Is Placky on to a set? What's Placky on? Mediums. Yeah, Placky's on mediums.
Hards.
Let's see what Rev's going to go on to.
Hards. I think the hards are a little bit better tyre here. I think it's just too long for the mediums. 26 laps, 27 laps on the same mediums. That's going to be difficult.
That's interesting.
The mediums can just about do 20, 22 laps. Oh, and I think the player hit the barriers on the exit of the pit lane.
Kevin is out just behind Sem. Yeah, sorry, the player hit the barrier. Did he on the?
Just when you come at the pits and you turn left and you turn right, to go around the outside of turn 2.
Yeah.
Just where that right-hander is, it looked like he hit the barriers.
Oh god, that's not good. Oliveira back out. He's on a set of softs.
Yeah, I mean it's either. I think mediums, like I said, I don't think mediums are going to make it. I think it's just too long for the mediums. I think it will either be hards or go mediums. I think these guys could just go medium softs if they wanted to. If they know the tyre wear is not going to be good enough, they can just pit in about 18 laps time, 20 laps time, 18 laps time.
Yeah, and go on a set.
And then slap on a set of softs for the last like 13 laps or something. Which you can easily just do.
Interesting stuff. I'm actually here for this. How these strategies.
It's going to be interesting with the strategy.
Yeah, I'm interested.
Personally, I think Rev's done the correct choice here. I just don't see the mediums making it. Saying that, the player's not onto say, yeah, this is a bad choice. This is. And here you go. New foot wing welding. I called it.
He got damage.
So I wasn't wrong. I wasn't wrong. Sorry.
Oh, let's watch him out the pits now. Let's see if he doesn't. Yeah, look at that.
Player,
look at
I
that.
was
Formula Grand Premier.
If I was a player, I would just come straight back into hards again. That's my personal opinion, anyway.
Well, I mean,
yeah, I'm good as time.
We'll see, won't we? But hopefully, he won't get jumped by Oliveira because that's going to be crucial. No, he doesn't. But I hope the safety car.
On these hards.
I hope the safety car can come in this lap because we don't really want to be going round with the safety car all this time. So hopefully these drivers can catch up.
Plus, it'll make it more difficult for these medium runners.
Yeah.
I want to see their tyres getting punctures at the last lap.
Yeah, I want to see chaos. Understand? I want to see problems. Understand? None of this. Oh yeah, let's just get these tyres easy. We want to see problems. We want to see Joey getting a puncture. We want to see Placky.
I don't want peace.
We want Placky stricken across the track. We want Souza plastered
safety car
across the circuit. Anyway, Matt. Yeah, moving on. Bell's in P2 here on a set of softs. I don't know because
what. I was going to say, watch out for Placky because he's the leading fresh tyre rubber here.
I don't think
behind Kata.
Well, we're going to find out very soon
mediums.
as they come through. So be that those boxes. Basically,
and they're gone. That's it. Joey's gunned it.
Here we go then. SK's in the slipstream.
And Placky's all looking close as well.
Here we go. Oh, but I'll tell you something. Rev's getting aggressive now, and now a massive crash up into turn 1. Massive collision on there.
Surratt.
Rev Caterpillar has been spun around into turn 1. Surratt was involved as well, and I think.
It's Surratt, Maldy.
What happened?
I don't know. I certainly saw a Haas go round. That's for sure.
And Cater's out. Cater's spun. Oh, he's gonna go off the track. Oh my God, he's nearly at Seb. Seb's off the track. Seb's in the barriers. Seb's in the wall. He's been collided by Cater.
No way.
Hey, Mel. meu Deus! Oh my God, meu Deus do céu! What happened there, Matt? Basically, from what I saw,
I was too busy looking on Placky.
from what I saw, Kata tried to basically defend from Placky. Placky's now going to go for a move on Dilemma, but Placky and Kata are side by side into cover the Largo, and then next minute Kata hits the inside curb that you're not supposed to do.
Oh, turn 5.
Round,
yeah, you don't want to touch that.
And then collides Sem as he spins.
Yeah, you do not want to touch that inside curve at turn 5. I hit that back on F1 2018 once on the race, and I didn't go very well. I almost shot my pants. Yeah, this curve you're going through here now, turn 5. Get inside curve, you don't want to do. The car just bottoms out.
Sem is out of contention here. That is his race.
Very close to Dilemma here.
Kata looks like he's going to retire from this Grand Prix. Yeah. He's out of the session. That is
SMK, going to do SMK. That's as high as the carry on going.
That is commiserations there. That is so unlucky for Sem. But he will. At least he will have a bit of dirt. He will have a bit of clean air. That's the only benefit.
Yeah, but it's a benefit that's completely utterly pointless to the situation he wants to be in right now.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how he does. But yeah, that's so unlucky there for him. He was just put in. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Got collided by Kata as he spun round.
Going outside here. As soon as they don't need to get inside, he's come back into the outside again. DRS is now enabled. They will get it.
Here we go. I think Dilemma's going to defend this hard though, to be fair.
Yeah, he will get DRS off SK though. Oh, he's made a little bit of a mistake here. Placky's going to try and go for it here. So about he's no wings, but Dilemma's got slipstream now.
Here we go. Placky.
He's backed out.
No, Placky still can't get past. Dilemma's on the pace. You notice that Dilemma usually has very bad tier 2 races, but really delivers in tier 1. That's what I've noticed.
To be honest, it was like that with me sometimes back in season 17. It was like that the case. I remember Netherlands, I did a better race in tier 1 than in tier 2.
Right, here we go. The Mercedes drivers have really now got to find pace.
Well, with Serac gone now down in P16 and SK still at the pits, it was going to be interesting.
It was crazy that in turn 1.
I saw it from off board view. The camera is it's on the outside of the exit turn 3, so I saw it from when you saw it from a distance. And Rav was gone.
Rev's disconnected. Oh, getting back in, Matt. Watch the battle. I think Placky's trying to get the move done again.
Yeah, as Marcos, I think he's trying to. I think he's just lost the. He's just trying to fight Danny here, and I think he's just lost the. He's just failed to get the place. Not down. He's also got DRS on his teammate, so no way through for Marcos there.
Marek's looking 5C on a set of softs here.
Yeah, Placky. I haven't seen it. Placky got past Dilemma. Not sure when that happens. I think probably into turn 1, I presume. So Placky's finally got past the first car on those worn tyres, apart from Kata, who's banned. Indicates the fast lap of the race on softs, but he's about 30 seconds behind.
Oh, there's been a spin. Kieran's gone. Kieran's out of the race.
Retired.
Is that going to be a safety car?
Retired.
He's on the racing line here.
Yeah, but he's retired on us. He's retired on demand. He's not crashed out.
Oh,
but he will probably come out. Will it come out now because his car stopped? Doesn't look like it.
No. Dilemma looks like struggling as well.
No. Oh, good.
Dilemma struggling. Bell's in the pits.
Bell's in the pits. Yeah, that's about right. Onto the same mediums.
Oh, there's been a crash into turn 1! Dilemma's off the circuit! What's gone on there? I think they both just tried to... Dilemma tried to defend the position.
Dilemma's got damage.
Hard.
End plate damage. Right hand side. Don't forget he's reduced damage, so that's legit. There must be quite a big impact to losing end plate like that.
Major. Dilemma tried to defend, and next minute he's off the circuit in the wall. Very aggressive driving here from these tier 1 drivers to calm it down a bit.
Yeah, we don't want to replay Nico Hulkenberg again, Lewis Hamilton in 2009. Was it 2010? Was it or something like that?
Yeah.
That was in the wet there. Oh,
Marcus Span! Oh my God, these drivers are shit.
Both people that we said that was going to win, and they both had terrible races.
What are these drivers doing?
Marcos. You said Marcos. He's been involved in 2 incidents, and now Mark Soiser. is now being involved in the spin and now lost all his positions as well. Now behind him, so he's got some work to do. Joey's in the pits now for his 106 stop.
Here we go, Kevin.
Oh,
Into Estos there now.
oh, Marcos is getting touched from behind, I think, by the McLaren of Oliveira.
At the
Oliveira,
moment, it is still Haas to be champions here this season in the Constructors' Championship.
Are you sure? We've got Mercedes 4 and 5th right now.
Oh yeah, shit.
Oh, no, Oliveira and Marcos. Side by side into this double right-hander, Baldi. Oh, and Matt will
sort the maths out after the race because Oliveira's getting a bit of tussle here with Marcos as they come through Galagina. Yeah, I don't know. I just remember that that corner quite well. But yeah, Matt, it's been an absolutely crazy race so far. I feel for Mark here. He had great pace. He had great potential in pre. Joey as well. Oh no, I think he's boxed. I think he's going to the end. He's just boxed. Yeah, he's going to the end of the race.
Raskop's back in.
He's going to the end.
Yeah, I think he's getting to the end. It's everyone else on those mediums, I think, not going to be very pushing. I'm surprised those tyres are already about a third of the way through the life, and they've still got 20 laps to go on them.
Oh man, I'm a bit scared. Danny now on the defensive. We know what's going to happen now.
Yeah, but he's got DRS himself, but I think the player's got better strike speed. He's going to push him off the circuit. There's going to be some Lewis Hamilton, Max Verstappen shit, but they're very around.
I'm fucking dead. Oh, I can't be doing this anymore. I can't be doing this job.
Oh, never there. It takes a completely different line still the others do. Bring me off that. It takes more speed.
Using that Brazilian magic. Plus, he is on a set of softs. He's going to have a
soft tyres.
Yeah,
well.
a lot more grip.
Those tyres are going to stop going off in the next 5 laps or so. So you probably want to pit around lap 31, 32 onto another set of softs to go to the end. That's why I said this soft tyre might be the best tyre, because you can still probably do an extra stop on those softs. Because I don't think he's mediums, so we'll get to the end now.
Interesting. Oliveira's in the pits.
You'll know. What's that, sorry?
Oliveira's in the pits now.
That's very anyway. We're on this tyre 7 laps.
Set of mediums.
It's a set of mediums. I think he's just doing this for an undercut. I think he's gone, right, I don't want you stuck in this behind the traffic any longer. I'm just going to set of mediums. Try and push as hard as I can to gain as much time possible. Hope these guys have to pit again and get a massive undercut on them. I think that's what's happening right now.
I'll tell you something, SK is keeping with Blackie here.
Yeah, it's got this DRS, the slipstream, those tyres do all start to fall off for the next 3 laps or so. He'll probably pit lap 20. Maybe lap 21, depending on how his tyre wear is.
Interesting stuff.
He's got plenty of EOS to play with as well. Blackie can't pull away. SK is just playing this very nicely. Milrock on his softs can't catch up. Kevin's got DRS and Milrock too far behind. The players got past Danny in the end, didn't he?
Yeah, SK really just needs to keep the DRS. Just keep using this DRS because it is very powerful down these 2 straights. Keeping that DRS, especially keeping the slipstream.
Obviously, it's just helping him on those worn tyres. Oh,
Sector 1 yellow.
And it's Rev Caterpillar. He's got no front at all. He's lost the whole thing. And Rev Caterpillar has done a Rev Caterpillar, unfortunately.
And that is the end of his season, it looks like. That is the end of...
I think that's probably... Unless there's another safety car, I think that's his race over now. I think, really and truly. Shouldn't be spinning like that.
What happened? He just, I don't know, did he hit the curb or...
Don't know, I'm just guessing. A turn 2 curb can be a little bit upsetting, so... Yeah, well...
Well, there you go. Anyway...
SK, again, just keeping with that DRS like as usual.
Yeah.
I think he might be pitting in this lap or next lap, but he might just want to stay out and slipstream Blackie for as long as he can.
Hasn't he been on those tyres since the start of the race?
Yes, he's done 90 laps on a Maldi.
Bloody hell.
You can just put up the graphics yourself, you know, if you wanted to know.
Can I?
Of course, Maldi. You go on, press X, click detail, and go right a few times.
Okay, Matt, calm down. Oh yeah, 19 laps. I'm a bit tired tonight. It's the end of the season, Matt. I'm sorry. Anyway, the player's looking pretty feisty on the back of Kevin here. Oh, that was a bit close to his rear wing. Obviously, Matt, you're quite close to my rear wing most of the time, so something that it looks like those softs have gone now, Matt. Matt's using a lot of time.
Yeah, it shouldn't really be that off yet. They should be still be good for a couple more laps, but they are going to stop coming to the end of their lives. Plus, I think SK is just getting pulled along by Blackie, but those mediums on
SK's actually lost the DRS now as well. Oh, side-by-side action, Danny and Marcos, here we go.
Kevin and Muric. Oh, Kevin's back down.
Bloody hell, it's all kicking off.
Oh,
Danny's up the inside of the player. Oh my dear God. Oh, bloody hell, Danny, can't. Oh, Marcos
SK has just kept within DRS for Blackie for now.
He's hit the side of his teammate.
That's damage, I presume, possibly.
Yeah, he's fucked that. Absolutely.
Muric shot down to P4, and player shot down to P6 as well. Danny's got past the player. And Muric, I think, is this time now to pit. I think that's the stuff. I think that shows we just need to pit. I think he's just going to lose time now fighting these guys. He might want to go a couple more laps though, Maldi.
Why are those tyres? Well, I don't understand why those tyres are so gone after 12 laps.
They're pretty long. That's a third of the race, Maldi, on the soft tyres. That's just pretty long.
Yeah, but you should be going around 15, 16 laps. That's another 3-4 laps.
Yeah, but the tyre wear affects. You feel it. You don't forget. To make this one-stop work, you have to take these tyres right to the edge of the tyre wear. So, but the thing is, the defect of the tyre wear hits a bit earlier before then we need to pit. Yes, he was struggling, but to make the strategy work, because if everyone else was doing on the same strategy as he was, they'll all be in exactly the same boat. And there goes SK pitting.
SK's in, yeah, SK's in. So this is going to be a big opportunity now for him to try and get somewhat of an undercut. It's going to be on those soft compound tyres.
Muric.
Soft tyres for SK.
Muric is going to try and get past Kevin. There you go. Back into P2 for now. Blackie can now freely drive his own race. This fighting is going to
sorry, Matt. Also, SK is just going to have a lot of clean air as well, so that's really going to help him in this middle sector.
Yeah. Well, obviously, you'll close up in probably a few laps. And then he's got a big gap to Joe, and after Joe, he's got 5 seconds. So, like I said, if these mini runners can't make it to the end of the race, this is going to play into SK's hands here, because he's made that stop just that much earlier. He's going to get a massive undercut if these guys can't pit. Because I don't know how these guys are going to do another 14 laps on these tyres. Like, they're going to be 26, 27 laps old by that point, Matt.
Right, Matt, sorry to interrupt you here, but Surratt needs to get these positions. He needs to get points for Haas here. At the moment, Mercedes are your Constructors' champions side by side. Danny and the player.
Oh, nah, I don't like that. Oh, and Surratt's getting back over. So it's ghosting inside the player. Not exactly a comfortable thing to see. The Surratt's looking a bit jiggy. He's looking a bit jiggy right now.
Oh yeah.
Maybe not the correct word to do that, but Danny defending from the player, and Danny's just compromised himself. That was a shot in the foot. That was by Danny. Can't defend that hard, Danny. Otherwise, you actually lose the position instead of actually keeping it. If Danny stayed in on the racing line, he would be fine. He'd be more dandy than a glass of.
Go on, Matt. You tell him. Go on. To be fair, I do find when Danny races, I find the races are really entertaining. To be fair, because he just brings chaos to every race.
And this fighting is really hurting. Really giving Blackie the ability to just stretch his legs away. He can slow down now and try and conserve these tyres, but he's still got a long way on those tyres. He's still got another 14 laps to go on them. 13 laps
SK
now.
is catching up to barely up.
Muric, I don't know why he hasn't pitted yet. He should have pitted about 2 laps ago, Maldi.
Yeah, should have boxed, but SK can have the DRS. It's going to be a pretty simple move. I like this Alpine.
Yeah, Muric should have pitted about. He's on 15 laps on his tyres now. When he pits his lap, you get 12 laps on those tyres.
Last lap of the race.
Will all these medium runners get these tyres to the end?
Don't think
Because these tyres, effectively, there should be already about 3/4 of round through their tyre wear. They do about 21, 22
I don't know,
laps.
it's a yellow flag.
Oh, there's yellow flags.
Someone's out.
Oh, it's Bella and SK. SK's got no front wing.
Are you fucking
There's been
taking
some
the
sort of
piss?
collision. There must have been some sort of collision between the two drivers there. Whether SK's gone for the move. Oh, and Bella Fox has spun himself. He's obviously got really hot rear tyres. And yeah. I don't think that's SK's race over. I think that's Haas points down the drain. It's just up to Sarah now.
Yay!
Pick
Great
up the pieces.
stuff. And SK was actually on for a podium tonight as well.
And the player, why hasn't Marek pitted yet? He's on 16 lap on those tyres. Has he forgot what tyre wear means?
Danny's in the pits. Set of stuffs for him.
Yeah, he obviously doesn't think those tyres can get to the end. I think they made the right choice there. I think Danny's made the right choice. He's going to be so quick on those tyres.
Watch out
now.
for
Yes,
Joey as well. Watch out for Joey. He's looking pretty strong here.
Yeah. It depends whether everyone else pits. Oh no! And Surratt.
What's going on here?
Surratt's spun. He's kept out the barriers, I think. He's kept out the barriers, I think.
I'm fuming. I'm actually fuming.
I think their tyres are already going off him, Marty.
I'm fuming.
I
SK's in the pits. Changed his front wing there down a P14. Sam EK's also in the pits. He's had a shocking race tonight. Absolute disaster for him.
He can blame that Kata, I think. Shouldn't be touching Keds. Yeah, Marek, he needs pits, but he's just...
Placky's in the pit. Placky's in.
This is exactly what I said. This is exactly what I called it. I told you will not get these tyres to the end.
Morek's in as well. Right, let's see what this is going to do then. Marcos up the inside of Marcos go down in turn 1. He gets
Marcos
that
up the inside
done.
of Marcos?
Marcos up the
Oh,
inside
Mark
of
and
Mark.
Marcos.
Mark up the inside of Mark. Marcos up the inside of Mark. I'm dead.
And Souza. Used DRS. Obviously, he got the second part of DRS to get re-pass Marcos. The player's getting close to Kevin here. He's got 2 lap fresher tyres, but I think all these guys are a bit. Placky's going to be rapid on those tyres now. Rapido.
Yeah. Rapido, muito rapido.
Joey. Oh, and Surratt's struggling now. I think that spin's hurt his tyres a lot.
God's sake, Surratt, come on.
Moises, by the way, only one driver's had penalty so far, Marty.
Oh my God.
And I'm pretty surprised, because despite you got turn 2,
yeah, but
which
it
is
was
quite
actually very
to do,
easy to cut corners.
turn 4
Marcos,
is
here
always
we
easy to go
fucking
wide.
go. Sorry, Marcos, back around, back up into P number 3 now. He's got the move back on Mark.
P5. Joey, a very simple move into P5 for Joey.
Yeah.
DRS slipstream, that's all he needed.
Gets
But the
move
player's
done.
to come back here. There he is, the player. Back up the inside he goes, but I don't think the players actually will make it easy for him. But Placky, he's going to be so quick. He's surely going to be right at the back of these cars at the end of the last lap. Because these mediums are already coming up to the end of their lives.
What, do you reckon these are going to try and get? Do
pushing.
you reckon these drivers are going to try and get to the end on these now?
No, I think they've got to. I think they might realise at some point these tyres won't get to the end.
Interesting.
I would say these tyres should be gone by lap 22, 23.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, well, I say lap 22, lap 23. When I've done 22, 23, 23, 24 laps.
Yeah.
They've only got. I think they've only got about 5 laps on these tyres left.
Well,
By the time it gets to lap 31, 32, they're just going to struggle.
Yeah,
not
Kevin's going to struggle. Kevin's going to really struggle on these tyres.
Yeah, lap 19. On these tyres. Placky, he's gaining. Obviously, Surratt's just using Joe now for a bit of toe, but he's going to be struggling on those tyres. Placky sits fast up on the race, unsurprisingly, on those super duper ultra soft tyres.
And Dilemma picks up a penalty.
Second penalty of the day. Sorry, third penalty of the day. SK's got one as well. And Bella Rofox in the pits. I think that might be a retirement.
It's going to be a retirement, I think. He's had enough of that. And Marek is past Oliveira.
Moses pitted on 1 lap old softs. And he retires. So why he's done that? Why not? Unless he got damage. Unless they both got damage or something, I don't know.
Right then, here we go. The player. Let's have a look. Kevin, saying that DRS, Matt.
Are they going to pit? No.
No, of course he won't.
Blackie's now coming to the back of Surratt and Joey here. I think Surratt being on the back of Joey is going to hurt Blackie here. Oh, they're getting a bit closer. I'll go on to look into that Blackie's view. Oh, Joey flags. I think that's Morick. No, it's not. It's oh no, it's just Belero Fox's car retiring.
What's his car?
Up inside Surratt, Joey on those older tyres. Joey's not been locking too quick on those tyres, despite being on 7 laps fresher. He's also low on ERS, which is also not helping, but now Plackie's going to be very quick. I think he's just going inside here. He's only about 6 seconds behind the leader, with 7.5 laps to go. Looking a bit pushy here. He needs to get his cars past these cars quickly. But don't forget, those mediums will drop off in the next few laps. They will go.
I'm excited. Just
yes, they've done 2 laps under the safety car, but still.
I'm hyped to see who's going to win this race. Kevin then closing that DRS.
Oh, he sends back out of it.
Joey in the stick straight, no, Black in the stick straight with Joey up the inside.
Oh, and Surratt's ghosting. That's the second time I've seen Surratt ghosting. Not looking too fun on his end. And Joey's going to be sitting duck now. Both of them got red light flashing lights. Yeah, no chance for Joey. Merckx picked up a penalty as well, not going to help him for his result, fighting with DJ Darney. Danny, I think, is a bit too far behind here to make any position gains. He's got to hope these tyres will explode. This is push it now. They're just coming up to. This is lap 20. This is when the tyres would normally last in a normal race.
Kevin's actually lost the position to Marcos as well. Marcos looking pretty. Matt, what did I say? What did I say, Matt? What did I say about Marcos? What did I say about Marcos? Tell me. What did I say? What did I say about Marcos? What did I say?
The player's kept in our DRS for now.
1.1 seconds to gap. Lap 31 of the race.
You can't be clipping that grass and exit turn 1, entry turn 1. Lost a bit of time by doing that, but I think Marcos lost even more time and has a hiccup, sorry.
I'm fucking dead. Oh my god, I just realised it's an Aston Martin 1-2.
Oh yeah. Not seeing what you see every day.
Yeah.
Well, it's not ignore that. It's not something you see at all.
But at the moment, it is Mercedes that will be your Constructors' Champions for Season 20. In Tier 1 at least.
So that's, I think, out of this. With those 21 uphill tyres, with 2 soft runners chomping down behind them, SK's always, I don't think he'll get any points. He's 22 seconds behind with the penalty.
Yeah, unless it's like a safety car now when everyone pits and he stays out. I mean...
Right, Kevin's going to do 23 laps on these tyres. Those tyres are going to be getting really old. Why am I seeing blue flags?
Rev. Rev's AI. Yeah, Marcos
yes.
has messed this up because Marcos has got no ERS, so he can't catch
the
player here.
But you can't pull away from Kevin either, so... I think some people just drive like that for some reason. They just keep it in the low modes and just use the DRS because it doesn't deplete. Yes, you have less power, but it depletes less quickly. So when you use overtake, you don't actually lose as much as what you normally would, but then you lose power everywhere else.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, Matt, it's been a very calm... I think it's going to be a calm ending to this race. I think what we're going to see just Placky just blitz past these drivers, get into P, whether it is a SEM and SK are now battling on the circuit.
Yep, as soon as Arcos gets into that low, that D rating, sort of 2, 3, 5% or something, it loses about a tenth and a half down that straight.
Yeah. But yeah, as I was saying,
more
it's going to
time
be
down
a
there.
calm ending to this race. I think Placky's just going to get past these and drive away. 4 laps remaining, 3 laps and 2 sectors remaining of season 20.
Kevin's
Tier 1.
should be feeling these tyres now.
And he's got to do another 3 laps.
Yeah. 3.5 laps to do on these tyres. More. Mark Souza, no, getting passed by Placky. Placky's finally got his paces. These tyres are really going off here. Placky's caught up a lot of time in the last few laps. He's gonna eat these guys like they're
go on, Matt. Go on,
cake.
go on. Oh yeah, are they? That's what you do, isn't it?
He's gonna have a lot more traction here. Coming out of this corner, he's got a bit of slipstream, but Kevin does have a bit of air to play with. But DRS is going to be so powerful. And Marcos, luckily for Blackie, it's got pulled away from Kevin. Kevin's just
Yeah, Blackie's through.
25 laps. Not going to stand a chance in 25 old tyres.
Well done though to Kevin for taking the tyres so long.
Yeah, but still, Plackie's still only got 3 laps now to get past Marcos and then get past the player. So
Matt,
Placky
what
really
was the first race of the 2022? Is it Bahrain, the first race of the season?
Yes.
Bahrain, right? Yeah, sorry. Just got to prepare for the outro. But Placky, the 6/10 now is the gap. And looks like SK and Semi K having a good little battle here at the back, Matt. They'll finish off their campaign for season 20. Been very unlucky for the both of them.
I'm surprised Placky hasn't got more grip through these corners compared to these guys. He gains a little bit, but not anything like dramatic. I was expecting him after like 2 corners to be up his arse. He's not really. Right up to the back of him, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to use his DRS. He will catch the player effectively by doing this. Nah, easy move. Too much for Marcos to do. Marcos hasn't got any DRS himself.
I mean, at least Marcos could potentially get a podium here.
Yep, penalties was played. Oh, he's a bit of a twiggle moment. It's too far behind.
But to be fair,
Kevin
is under pressure from Mark here.
He's got 1 second to catch and pass the player. These softs are still well in their window. Still got plenty of grip. Still have a decent amount of grip left. I mean, after 8 laps old.
Yeah, he'll defo do it. He'll defo do it in this middle sector, definitely.
Don't like the line he takes through there. It's very awkward. 7/10. If he doesn't make it through turn 1, he's got to make it do. He's got to do it through turn 2. But the player's got some ERS to play with. He has. I mean, not much, but a little bit more than what Placky has. But Placky's gonna. I think what Placky have to do is use this straight to.
Here we go.
Catch up.
It's gonna be the final lap, Matt, of the Grand Prix. The player could potentially win here in Brazil.
The Bugatti's gaining all the way down the straight.
I've just deeped it. Placky could win here in Brazil. The player could win here. If the player...
Placky's going to use everything he has. DRS, everything.
If the player could defend down here, it's lagging. It's just a game freezing
connection
because Brazil brings so much action. Let's try and get back in. Let's try and watch the end of this race. I want to see you wins.
Right, I can join through Joey here. As long as I can get in there, at least capture the last bit or something. I don't know. They're probably crossing the line right now, Marty. Going in session. Come on.
Oh, we missed the overtake. Placky wins for Sao Paulo. DP. Second is the player. Third is Marcos. Fourth is Joey. Matt, you just get in and get the back of the
I'm just
grid.
calling that.
6th is Surat, 7th
Yep.
Danny,
Right.
8th Marek, 9th is going to be Mark. I don't know why Mark's down in P9.
He was always down there, wasn't he?
I mean, he was up with battling with.
Oh, he's got a puncture. He's got a front right puncture.
Oh,
I told you those
I'm
tyres.
dead.
I told you those tyres were on the edge of puncture zone, and I called it right there. I told you somebody's going to get a puncture at some point. That's why you're running with a puncture.
Dilemma is going to come P12, and that is it. That is your.
That mark getting a puncture just shows how close they were from punctures. That's how close
Matt,
it was. Those
that
tyres.
is it.
Those tyres must be about 90% worn at least.
That is it.
Can't be
That
surprised.
is your STB Racing League Season 20 Tier 1 campaign. It is Placky on the top step of the podium. Thank you to everyone this season that has watched, competed, reacted, commentated, everything. I'm here for it. And Matt, I must say we're going to get the thoughts and opinions of some of these drivers now. But I'm here for it, front row seat. That was a very good race. Very unlucky for some drivers. But Placky is your race winner by 4/10 of a second over the player in second. Third is TFS Marcos. Fourth, Joey. Fifth, Kevin in the end. Sixth, KTFE Serrat. Seventh, Danny. Eighth, Malik. Ninth, Mark Souza. 10th, Sem in the end got a point. Oliveira Dilemma. It's SK, Rev, Bell, Moises, Kieran, Kata, and Basul, and Ultra there completing the back of the field. That is season 20 wrapped up and packaged for you. Mercedes are your constructors champions. KTFE Kevin is your champion, and your second place man here in Brazil was the player. The player. Well done on your podium. Speak to us about your race and how you think your season has gone so far. What have you made of your campaign this season?
Well, my season has been pretty bad overall. I haven't finished much races, but at least 2 podiums, and and as of this race, it was okay. My qualifying could have been better, but then just tried to stay out of trouble as usual in the race, and kind of paid off.
Okay, thank you. And second place, not too bad. Obviously, you could have got the win, but well done on P2. It was a very crazy race with the drivers you were usually battling with. Placky P1. Obviously, race the last few weeks. What have you made of your races, and how do you feel about the win here in Brazil?
Well, this race had everything for me because first I had a run, so my legs were shaking when I stepped in. So, quality was very bad, but nevertheless, made a great opening stint, and then leading back, then safety car, and then I thought, everything will go on now. And I was thinking, tires can make it, but maybe not. So I was thinking like, okay, I will just gamble and will go on softs. But meanwhile, when I was going with softs, I had so much space, but the sun, I had I don't know what the English word for it is, but it covers the sun blinding you in your eyes. But I could not reach that. So I had the sun fully in my face the whole time. I was like sitting out of my, like if your car window, it was like I have my head outside the car window to see anything. So I have it on camera, so it was, I will see it back, but it looked very weird, I think. So it was not particularly nice driving. So getting that win and that last lap overtake was so clean, and I loved all the battles. So I really pleased that I could race today.
Well, thank you, Placky.
Sure. Yeah.
Thank you.
I was going to say, I'm sure Maddie would love to hear that. With the clean bells.
Yeah, great, yeah. Anyway, thank you, Matt. Thank you, Placky. Thank you, the player. Well done to Joey as well, getting P4. That, ladies and gentlemen, is your Season 20 Tier 1. thank you to everyone that's raced, everyone that's competed, everyone that's commentated with me. Cough, cough, Mafia. Everyone that has reacted and gave their insights into this season. It's been a cracking season. Congratulations to Kevin and to Mercedes for the Constructors' Championship. Thank you, Mafia, for commentating with me this season, especially at Monza, where I was away. So thank you for that. But yes, that is your Tier 1 for Season 20. You can join us tomorrow for Tier 2 Brazil, where it will be FRT Rockery versus Crooken 89. The gap is 11 points going into the final race here in Brazil. And you can find out who wins the championship tomorrow. You can join me for my final commentary of the season, of the game cycle. It's going to be a moment. But then you could join us for Tier 3, where I'm going to win. And you're either going to see Sky Sentin or CRS Fetitas. The first could well be, well, it's going to be 2 Latin American champions this season across the league. So it's going to be banging. But you can join that on Wednesday. But if you don't want to join that, then you can join us in mid-August for Season 21, the Bahrain Grand Prix, live from Sakia. We'll see you then.